I'm the CEO and founder of Travelsist. We solve human capital headaches for airports and airliners. And what we're doing is actually we're bringing the gig economy to the airport ecosystem. The financial model was like a huge question mark on my whiteboard forever, and just understanding, what it looked like to be able to, include the forecasting, really tell that story about how our venture is going to make money and make money successfully by way of scale for 5 years. It was hard for me, during the early years. And it wasn't until we actually got it done and we worked with Salma that we were able to solve that huge question mark. And it helped me when it came to fundraising. It helped me when it came to hiring my first hires. It helped change the strategy of the overall company. And it wasn't until then that I realized how important it was to get it done. Salma wasn't the first financial advisor that I worked with. I worked with many, and no one was able to pull out the research thoroughly and help me to understand it in a way that I can model it myself, except for Salma. So she is not only a great financial advisor, a great mathematician, but she is also a great teacher and also leader. And that was necessary to get me to understand, like it took a long time, but it took a lot of meetings, but she's all in and thoroughly explaining that to me, and is exactly what I needed to move forward. It's more of collecting data and just like hearing the story from me as a founder, not knowing how exactly we're going to make money. A lot of it was like, this is what I found, X, Y, and Z. We've heard this from the customer. This is what they're telling us they'll pay. All of these things. Salma isn't just going off of, and her team, they're not just going off of what you're telling them. Their job is to actually do the work and do the research and, test and verify that what you're saying is going to be fundamental. What you're telling them, it can actually track and forecast. The most value that I received from working with them was not only learning about how to tell my story, but also like the forecasting was huge, and the key targets, the key performance indicators, all those things were important for me just so that way I can target and scale our company. Funding and to be able to pitch like thoroughly, and like when your model, when like, okay, this has been tested, this has been verified, it gives you this level of confidence, like I know I'm gonna make money. Like I'm gonna make money. I have experts that they spend a lot of time, they work thoroughly on this model. Like we're making a lot of, we're creating a lot of streams of revenue here, and they've been tested, and we have customers. So this is happening, regardless, but it gives you that confidence to be able to pitch, it gives you that conviction to be able to let, these future partners know, like you actually have a money making vehicle, in your lap. And now it's like, okay, so you have this money. What do you do with it? Well, you go back to the model. Thanks for giving me this opportunity.